guys, well welcome to Brand in Motion. I'm so excited about what's going to happen today. Not only what are going to be the takeaways. So here's one thing I'm going to ask you guys to do. Take lots of notes. The people that are going to be sharing information with you today are going to be sharing you trade information, and not only that, things that you can actually implement to your business as soon as you leave our location today. That is the goal. So make sure you're taking notes, because we are going to share what were your lessons learned from today. So make sure that you're taking notes. We will definitely take a break at 11 o'clock. I asked to make sure that all your cell phones are silent and that let's try to minimize as many interruptions as possible. I'm going to just show you one of our other team members that's not here today is Rashid. He's the one that does all our wonderful, he doesn't necessarily always do our video, but what he does is he makes our video look good. And so he created a video that kind of talks about today what you're going to be experiencing. So I want to share that just to start off the event. Okay?
Welcome. My name is Yolanda Mason. I'm the social entrepreneur of YMM Media. YMM Media is here in the city of Rancho Cucamonga, and we're in the process of a major launch called Brand in Motion. What our number one goal is to be able to organically be able to bring clients to your place of businesses. So this workshop is really set up for CEOs, it's for CFOs, it's for vice presidents, founders, executives of organizations that are in the local market who are really looking to bring in and grow their current clientele. And we're going to do that by really educating and sharing with you some really amazing tips on how to be able to do locating systems and medias that are out there available, how to utilize your social media platforms, how to be able to use your videoing, how to use your photography, how to interconnect all of it so that it connects back to you and your brand. And that is really what it's all about. So I look forward to seeing you there. Again, our launch is going to be November 30th, and it's going to be at 10 o'clock in the morning until noontime.
I don't need to end that because you're already
Don't
here.
want to miss out on the valuable information. I look forward to seeing you there.
It's so weird to hear your own voice. It really is. I keep saying that I'm not going to freak out every time I hear it, but it really is interesting. So I'm going to show you this video. This is for Rush. Sexy, right? Look, he's not here, but he's not here, but we have to give him, that was really nice. So the reason why we wanted to show this video as well is we wanted to kind of showcase what are some of the
NLP training courses are a question that come up a lot.
Oh, sorry.
And I think, like, in my mind, an NLP training course.
Okay, cool. One of the reasons why I wanted to show his video is because that is something that he actually connected that from his QR code on his business card. So if you scan the QR code, that's what you'll see on the actual phone. Wow. So that's the access of experts you're getting here today. And so I think it's a really amazing component that he's developed, but that's one of the things that you'll be able to utilize through the Brand in Motion team. Okay? So I have the privilege of introducing Mr. Sal Torres. He's been in the industry for 10 years on online marketing. He specializes in Google, Yahoo, AdWords, and he's certified in those areas. He specializes with small to medium-sized businesses and entrepreneurs. He's been working 3 years. 3 years he worked with AT&T Online Yellow Pages, and he's also been he also has been his own business owner and an entrepreneur and business owner of himself, connecting businesses with consumers and clients that you're looking for. So that's what he specializes in. So let's go ahead and welcome him up. Come on. Welcome. Okay, so I'm going to help you with your AT. On this side real quick, I'm just going to pull up your PowerPoint.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
So my goal today is provide a little education, a lot of empowerment, and just help you connect your vision to what consumers are looking for. One of the things working with AT&T, it was a great experience. You kind of tied in what I wanted to do, but we were inside sales. So speaking with clients, business owners that had a big vision, entrepreneurs, authors, home-based businesses, they just wanted us to sell them, but not educate. And so I could hear the pain over the phone. They knew the business owners knew they needed our services, but they were afraid to make that investment because how were they going to track the return on investment? Was there going to be a return on the investment, or was it just an expense? So I grew a little bit frustrated, wanting to go out there and sit with them. I said, if you allow me just to sit with this business owner, educate them, find out where they're spending their money. A lot of them are advertising on Penny Saver, the Book, Yellow Book, local directories. The end goal is profits, new clients, and reaching out. And so one of the things, when I ended up leaving AT&T, I said, I want to start a company, but the foundation of my company wasn't so much to go out there and sell. It was based on education. So that's the first thing I did. It's kind of like a study. Started going to local businesses. So listen, I noticed, I was trying to find your place. I couldn't find it online. I tried to check in. You don't exist. Did you know you had a bad review? They're like, where? Someone put a bad review. It could have been true, or it could have just been a malicious review. And so that's how I came up with the concept. There's a need out there. And so the name of my company is Reach Me Local, and kind of reach out. We're all wanting to reach out, bring them into our business because we know we have some powerful things to offer. Awesome. And I'll get started. So some of the fancy terminology: SEM, SEO, local mapping, hyperlocal, mobile, email marketing, yellow pages. So you hear all this terminology out there, but you're like, well, what is it? What's really going on? I mean, how many of us have this, right? Cell phone. My daughter's 13, she doesn't put it down. I got like a 6, 7-year-old, she's on it all the time. So we know our potential clients and network, they got it. And so they're actively searching. So if we go to the next slide, kind of recap about me. So my marketing background, it was self-taught because, starting a business, I want to get my name out there. How do I get it? Working with a small budget, right, when you're launching a business.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I need to find a way. So a lot of it was self-taught, trial and error, going out there and doing case studies. And so that brings me to where I am today. We'll focus again with locally owned businesses. I have an international tech team at the time, so that means I got some really smart people out there that work with me. I'm local. The great thing is I love making connections with business owners, entrepreneurs like yourself. The way I do it is we list your business on over 80 different platforms. That's a lot of platforms. Now, we don't tackle it all at once, but we start with where are most people looking now? By a show of hands, or can I ask you, sir, where do you search when you're looking for it? If you're looking for a business or a service?
Google Chrome.
Google Chrome, all right, so Google. Anyone else use Google? Any Yahoo users search? So mainly Google, right? And there's like about 87 to 94% are searching on Google. That's where search starts. So we go on to the next. So what is hyperlocal? It says 97 search online, whether it's online or on smartphones when researching products. So local area, hyperlocal means if your business, if you're servicing Rancho Cucamonga, well, that's your hyperlocal area. Google offers complimentary or free services. So you can go in there and register your business, but since it is free, they limit you to your hyperlocal area. So we have neighboring cities here: Ontario, Upland, Alta Loma, which is Ranch, Montana. You will not come up due to Google's rules. So we go to the next one. Semi-hyperlocal. One more. So that's like being in Empire, San Bernardino County. So a lot of entrepreneurs, business services, I mean, we want to tailor to different areas. Am I correct? Anyone focus on one city only? So it's maybe counties, maybe Southern California, or anywhere. And so that's considered semi-hyper-local. Now, things that would help your business is coupons. Living Social, that took off. Living Social was an online service where you could register and you get a coupon, so maybe get 50% off a meal.
Oh.
And surprising to me, and speaking with these businesses, when they would put a Living Social coupon out there, they put it so cheap, so it was maybe oil and lube, $12. But their goal was to convert it into a higher paid client. And using that example, I know a business owner that went out of business using too much coupon. Because what happened, he hired that company, they developed these coupons, that company was taking about 25% of that.
Oh, wow.
Then he started getting people coming in for the oil and lube for $12, and he's like, I need help. So he had to hire another 2-3 mechanics, and it went from there. But it wasn't because the mistake wasn't, he wanted to grow his business, but he didn't, they sold him, they didn't educate him. So he got sold, he bought, and then that was the end result. But coupons are very powerful. I love coupons. We all love deals, right?
Absolutely.
So I encourage you to have coupons, but it could be free consultation, free book, if free book, my personal signed autograph book, if you invite me to speak at your event. Those are our coupons. Engage, 19% of respondents report making an appointment online in the past 6 months. So that means your business needs to have a website. But not just a website that looks pretty, it's a website that works. So what I educate business owners is, do you have a way of them, is there an input sheet? And what happens once they input that sheet? Is there an auto response where you say, hey, thanks for registering? One of our representatives will get back to you within 24 hours. Those are important because they showed an interest. And when we track what's happening with a website, a lot of times there's something called a bounce rate. And that just means how long are they staying on your website? Bounce rate. So we'll actually tell them, okay, they stood on your website for 6 seconds. And so what we try to do is, and I encourage you to do if you have a website, is maybe throw a coupon. That allows them to kind of stay on your website a little bit longer. Have a way where they can engage, connect. Video is a great tool. And I'll click here.
You got it?
Where's my
Okay. Sorry.
All right. So local mapping, business profiles on local maps. You got mobile marketing banners. So SEM. I'm sorry. Am I clicking just the enter button?
No, you're actually clicking the arrow button on the left-hand side.
This one.
No.
Okay. Thank you. Back up to the previous slide here. So your local mapping, business profiles on local maps. So that's it. You go to Google and you do a search, you'll notice there's maybe about 5 to 6 different businesses on the map. One thing that's important is you have to claim your page. Anyone can go in there and they go through these steps, so they can claim your business. And so what happens is they can lock it in there. It could be a competitor. It could be a marketing rep that's going to claim your page, say, do you want this back? Going to upsell it. Yep. Yelp. I use Yelp for reviews. But Yelp is great for that review. And so without knowing, we're on different businesses, like you're an author, you're a wellness, right? So even home-based business, important to be that go-to person in that hyper-local or semi-hyper-local area. The nice thing about our, okay, which one am I clicking? I'm sorry, Yolanda.
The arrow that's on the keyboard.
Okay. So mobile marketing, which you'll hear a little bit more. Search engine marketing. Anyone heard of a search engine? No? Keywords. And what that is very simple. We all search different. So I may be looking for a local restaurant. I just may put lunch specials, and that's it. And my phone automatically geo-tags where I'm at, and it'll pull up the 5 top restaurants. Well, Google will either, depending what phone you have, they may be using a Yahoo source, MSN, AOL, their own search. And so one of the things for a business like yourself is you want to get registered on as many sites. Even though you use Google, I use Google. Some people use 411.com, White Pages, AOL. And so part of your SEM is, part of what we do is we track the keywords. So wellness, rancho. I'm able to know how many people search wellness in the last month within this area. That's how we can pinpoint it. So in our initial consultation, part of what we're doing with Yolanda is we'll find out, okay, what do you feel is your most powerful service you offer? How do you feel they're searching for it? And then what I do is there'll be key phrases. Someone may just put 99-cent tacos, and then that's where if you have a restaurant, that's where you come up. So, my main goal is get you noticed, capture your market share. Nice thing about these search engine marketing is we're able to get you up in 5 business days. But what I love about it, it's an off and on. We can turn off the campaign and we can turn it on. So if you're promoting the launch of your book, it's on. And you may say, okay, we're launching, we stop it. Let's modify the campaign, we modify it, and we do it again. If you're having like a big event, seminar, we can turn it on, promote that seminar, and turn it on. Yeah, so that's a good, where your keywords, what are they searching? In your business, you may be looking to recruit people, maybe hiring entrepreneurs, or maybe a service. What other lines of business do we have in here, if you guys don't mind sharing? Events. So event coordinator. Basic table rentals to it, and all that good stuff?
No, consulting and planning.
Okay. So consulting and planning, and then you know your business more than I do, so there's probably like 50 different keywords that could be, and that's where this would come in, so that's what we do. It's customized and again, seasonal promotion. So the goal is step 1, what's the advertising goal and the purpose? By show of hands, is anyone investing in any paid advertising at the moment? No. Back there, we got 1. 2. Social media? Facebook? That's a form of marketing.
Oh, yeah, I'm a big fan.
Okay, and then are there little ads on the side and so forth? So what I do is help you kind of reposition, identify what's the goal, reposition your marketing budget. So if you do have a budget, nice thing about what we're doing for you is we have some nice packages put together, and she'll talk more about that, but you have someone like myself, you got a team that's here to help you out. So you may have a series of 5 questions, and we're going to help work with you. So again with Yolanda, and thank you and God bless. I'm not sure if you guys have any questions. I'm open to go in more into detail.
Oh, okay, real quick, before we go there. It's really, really important that we try to stay on time, because I know just as quickly there might be specific questions. So I'm going to do my very best to monitor the questions. And so Christina, can you scribe for us? So she's going to scribe the actual question. So when you're saying the question, just say it loud enough so she can, because she's going to actually, we're going to reshare this with the people who are watching us online. Okay? So, so who wants to go first? Who had a question?
How can I help my target market? I'm looking for hair salons, hair beauty supply places, trainers, stay-at-home moms, and a fitness center.
What is your name, and what is the name of your business?
My name is Angie Piero, and I am an entrepreneur for It Works Global. It is a body ultimate applicator, and it helps you get results in 45 minutes and a 3-day detox. So my target market is wellness. How can I approach these people through online Google? How do you do that?
So I would work it 2 ways. One, you would be the consumer searching. So the first step is you just put hairstylist or hair salon, Rancho Cucamonga. So you do it from your computer and you do it from your cell phone, because they're going to give you 2 different results. So you're basic from approaching, and that's something you know how to do. So that's one way, because Google is a huge resource, but we don't take advantage. We're thinking about how can I get myself out there. businesses we can network are thinking the same thing, and we're already in there. So search them out based on keywords. What do you feel you can offer them, right? And so you'll see a lot of times your keywords might mix. The services you're offering is something they need, right? And so what happens if you do that? I encourage you to search them out to get the locations you want to go personally network with. Second would be do a keyword search based on the services you offer, and then see what's coming up. You may get salons coming up, or you may get people in your industry, or just people, you'll get like a Q&A, Yahoo, Ask.com. And it's just, you just got to educate yourself, put yourself in the consumer point of view. What are they searching? And then at that point, when we do your profile, or if you go into Google and register your business, exactly what you search and where you got the most results, that's what you put into your profile. So I network with local beauty and so forth.
Okay.
So yeah, there's two ways. Just become the consumer, and then become the business, and then you can find a network. All the answers are on there in front of us, but that's where I come in, is I want to educate you. It's right here. Let me get you connected. And it's part of Reach Me, right? Reach Me Local. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Someone's got a question. I can feel it. Yeah, go ahead.
So I've been in business for 3 years, and I've been located at this location. Most of my businesses, people that come visit me, come by appointment only. Okay, but I'm physically in the office typically 3 days a week. So I really want to be able to develop more traffic for people to actually walk in to utilize my services. How do I do that with your service?
Okay. So the first thing, I start with Google, because that's where I was. So we would set up a profile on the map section. The beautiful thing, it allows us to put in hours of operation. So when someone searches it says, if they search at 8 o'clock or 7 and you're closed, it's going to say whatever we want it, by appointment only, or we're closed, we open tomorrow, and so forth. So the main thing is the method of going, you go to Google and search Google Places or Google Local Business. And then what's going to tell you is, do you want to register your business? That's what you do. So Google Places, Google's always changing the way.
Google the word places.
Yeah, Google, but putting Google in front of it. So go to Google and then type in Google Places. Or it could be list my business on Google. And what Google did is have a dedicated site to help you do that. So that's what I encourage you to do first. Second is, when you register, they tie in if you have a Gmail. Anyone use Gmail? So what Google's doing is their Google Plus is competing with Facebook. And so what happens is, when you register, if you have a Gmail, it's going to give you an automatic Google Plus. I don't think we've captured the power of Google Plus yet, but it's huge, especially because it's tied in with Google. Google Plus is a Facebook and Google platform. So yeah, that's what the first step would be, just get where the most searches are done. Get on Google, Google Places, Google Maps. Now where I come in would be if you want to take it to the next level, because in there we can take snapshots of reviews, client reviews. We can tie in pictures, images, maps. So much we can do there. And use it as a promotion tool. And it's a free service, so there's no charge. A lot of the services I offer, they're free. What happens is, when you're running a business, you're so consumed in running a business. And so that's where I come in. So look, you could hire a team like us, or you can hire a full-time dedicated marketing person. If you hire a full-time dedicated marketing person, you're looking at least $2,000 a month just to have them there. And so that's where I felt there was a need with entrepreneurs, local businesses. So that's where I would start to answer your question. Hopefully that's.
Thank you. No, you did a great job, because I wanted to make sure that everybody knows that there's really a lot of information that we're talking about. They have full access to it, and we recognize some of the things you're going to be learning is so that you can implement on your own, and then there's some things that you're going to need our support on, and so those are some of the things that you can do on your own. So thank you so much,
Thank you.
Phenomenal job. describing that.
All right,
Thank you. Okay, guys, so I'm going to introduce a very good friend of mine. He's definitely one of my clients from Epiphany Marketing. His name is Rashid Lewis, and he's going to be joining us. And I just wanted to put up one of the pages that he just completed for one of our members from the Estrada family, Miss Angie Fierro. So I wanted to show you what he's done on Facebook. He specializes in a lot of things, but I'm going to have him focus today on Facebook. So go ahead.
All right, hello everybody.
Hello.
So today we're going to be talking about Facebook and Facebook etiquette. Facebook etiquette not only goes with how you post, but how you do it too. Today I want you guys to visualize the Facebook page, or business Facebook page, as a checkerboard, where placement is important and each move counts. All right. So today we're going to start with Rocks by Angie. All right. For this particular client, okay, so Rocks by Angie. First thing you're going to notice when you go to the new Facebook platform, the timeline. At first, everybody was talking about how it's too confusing to use, but as you grow and as you get to know it, it gives a very positive points to the businesses. Gives you more space to advertise yourself. Okay, so with this first page, you want to use an image that captures. Okay, first you want to get their attention, and then you want to have a call to action, the number. First thing, what is the first thing you guys see when you see this cover?
Angie.
No.
I see sexy.
See sexy. Okay. What about you? What's the first thing that you see?
You said, oh.
No.
Oh.
I see rap by Angie.
Okay.
And the phone number.
Telephone number. Telephone number, and it's also the colors. Color is very dominant, it draws you in. Alright? So, the cover, it has to do two things. It has to grab attention, and it has to have a call for action. Alright, now, the profile picture here. Profile picture should always be the logo, or if you're an independent agent, or if you're selling something, it should be your image. Okay, that's your insignia. That's where you have to pick your identification, nothing else. Alright? Now going down. This Facebook page is a true business page. It's different from a lot of Facebook pages that you're used to seeing. Because this one has capabilities of being like a mini website. This Facebook page has the ability to sell things off of it, to book appointments, and also showcase before and after. Alright? So before we get into those custom tabs, let's scroll down the timeline feed and see what we see. Alright? So we have advertising, we have the status updates, we have videos, and we have pictures that also grab the attention. Now, what is the difference between this space and this space?
The width.
The width. A lot of people haven't noticed this yet on Facebook, but when you actually post something on your business page, if you were to hit the start button next to it, if I was logged in as admin, you'd be able to see it, but you're just seeing it. So there would be a star here that when you click on the star, it'll be highlighted. So when people go to your page, this will be the main attraction.
Right.
It'll be different from the other statuses. All right. So timing. When's the best time to send posts? Okay. It's between the mornings and their lunches. Okay. And another thing, here's the thing too. We were just having this conversation. I was having this conversation with someone. And as we were talking, it's like, even though people don't post things on Facebook, say you have a friend that posts something once a week or once every 2 weeks, doesn't mean they're not checking their timeline when they're not supposed to at work or when they're on the run, or they'll still check it. Even though they're not posting anything, they're still checking their timeline to see what's going on. Okay? So the correct time would be noon, around 2 o'clock. Or definitely in the morning when they get in. They're going to check their emails, they're going to check their Facebook statuses too. You know, now it's become a way of kind of human nature is to do, just to check, let's see what's going on, see what's funny. Alright? Now, let's see if I can find an example of it. Okay, the newest things, shouldn't have one quite yet. Notice things is, everybody's seen it, you have like kind of a cartoon image, but they have a caption on it also.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the memes, everybody's seen them, right? Okay, let me describe it a little bit more. Say you have a picture of a little boy or something, and then on the side of it you'll have, you know, I think it's time for me to lose a little weight. You know, it has nothing to do with the picture, but I think it's time for me to, and then you have a little girl in the image saying, you need to call Raps by Angie, she'll hook you up. You know, see? So the picture grabs the attention, but the caption is what makes them draw into your page.
Right.
Okay, so you're throwing out the hook, and you're just trying to get them back to the page. All right, now let's go into the custom tabs. The Book Me Today. Okay, the Book Me Today has a form. This form forwards to her cell phone, email. Okay, it has everything that she needs pertaining to her business. The information that she captures is the first and last name, their phone number, their age, their email, whether they're male or female, the type of presentation they're trying to book, and how many participants, the date, and the address, the city and state, the zip code. All the information that she'll need to book an appointment. Okay? Now, the shop. The shop showcases all of her products that her clients or people that are interested in booking her or getting her services will need. Time to load up the products. So how useful would this be to your business? Or any ideas in how this can be utilized for you? If you can have a form on your Facebook, tell them, hey, just go to my Facebook page and book an appointment. They're going to go there anyways. We were in the office and we were having a conversation. It was like, Yolanda, we forgot your email. So we went to your Facebook page to get your email. Yolanda, I forgot your address. I went to your Facebook page to get your address. And that's exactly what we did. Okay, so here are the products. It's stored just for her within her Facebook page.
How do you make it smaller? Because there's a lot of it missing.
Let me scroll over.
There's still a lot of it missing on the right side.
Oops. There we go.
Oh, okay.
So just scroll over to it.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go on before and after. This section is her before after and also showcases a video within it. Section just dedicated just for results and showcasing results that people have gotten. So all this information, all this you'll need, all your marketing stuff within one Facebook page. Okay, any questions?
So does this have to be on your Facebook business page? Or can you do this from, like, most of us already have a page set up. Can we create the customized tabs on our own personal page?
Personal page, no. The way that Facebook has set up is that some of the capabilities that you have on your business page have to be separate from your personal page. Your personal page's purpose is for your own stuff. So you won't have the custom tabs. But what they also have done, the new thing that they have added to these business pages is the ability to message through them. So yes and no.